following year. Women's points race. First held back in 1988 when Sally Hodge of Great Britain was the gold medalist. 100 laps of the track. 10 sprints after every 10 laps. The points score 5, 3, 2 and 1 each of the 10 laps, and at the end of it, double points. Underway. Interesting collection of young riders like number 1, Leah Burns from Australia, through to the very experienced riders like Judith Arndt and Malone Clignet coming into this one. She's at the back there, see, but the camera then goes round. Looking here now at number 28 on your screen, Judith Arndt. But Clignet coming through after 17 minutes of racing, start to try and gain a lap. If you gain a lap, then the points don't really matter, provided you're on your own. But with 50 laps to go, Clignet, having got that pursuit champion of the world, decided to pursue after the rest of the field. Just half a lap separating her from the tail end of the squad, and beginning to come at the front then for the sprints in between. But and suddenly, Clignet begin to pick up the points. She kept very much out of contention in the early part, but then bit by bit began to accelerate away. But she needed help, and Arndt had to come up to her to try and get the two of them working together to stay away from the main pack. And that was the move that mattered. Arndt coming across there. The rest said, your turn, no, my turn, your turn, my turn. And off went Arndt then, full of fire. Well, last year, the Spanish girl, Ruana, caught everybody napping and lapped the field. As it happened in the previous year in Perth in '97, when both Kalimova and Ruana caught everybody napping and lapped the field. We'd already seen earlier on in the race that the Mexican rider, Guerra, together with Ruana, had tried to lap the field. They'd been pulled back. It was Clignet then who decided that she would go and pick up the points then. 7 points. Burns then from Australia back into second spot. Arndt into third. But then they got pulled back in again. On the screen now, they've been sucked back in again, coming towards the back end of the race. Chalsky of Russia have been scoring plenty of points. That's number 59. The American girl, Veenstra, having scoring good points too, took over the control of the front of the race. Nobody had gained a lap, as we've seen in the past. It could all be down to the points being scored as they came through each of the 10 laps. Clean number 19. Taringo carrying the top there. That's Capolato. Number 59. Chalky, Russia. Arndt back there in the blue and the white. The New Zealand girls start to move through too. Sarah Ullman collecting some good points. There's no good being down the bottom of the track when the action starts over the top, then coming towards the next sprint. And yet again, Clignet trying to come through, but on that occasion going at the head of, and setting a very fast speed indeed. Veenstra of the USA, stretching the field. Arndt going through and coming in toward the back end of this race. Well, certainly Clignet having got so many points then, and now been racing, you see on the screen there, for half an hour, 33 minutes of action so far. And they're coming towards the finish, and Clignet has got to stay in the top 3 and keep Arndt out of contention, but the New Zealander rockets across the line, taking first spot. That must have been a great relief then for Clignet, because it meant that in the end, Ulmer collecting 10 points, took herself into third spot then with 18 points, and Clignet just hanging on there, right at the death. Still managed to get 20 points, which took her into the gold medal. Judith Arndt in second spot with 18 points. Sarah Ullman, 18 points too, but Ullman only got her points towards the back end of the race, so she was going to get the bronze medal. The excitement is there to see, and that, wow, that's typical of the Americans, by the way. She's got French parents, but she still reacts sometimes like the Americans, and she's very pleased with that one. And you can see them one by one coming up to say well done. And that was Debbie Mansfield, Netherlands. This is Judith Hart saying, well, I got it, I got second. There's a battle going on then for the medals between the French and the Germans. But you can see, it's all, as far as they're concerned, it may be competitive on the track, but it's all over and done with there. The best of friends, and Cligné taking gold, Arne taking the silver, Ulmer in third spot. Well, after all these years she's been racing, I'm sure that right now this is really, as far as she's concerned, put the lid on it. 2 gold medals now. Disappointment then for the Australian girl. She was involved in a crash, Lady Burns. She ended up with 6 stitches just above her eye and bruises all down her legs. An almighty crash which destroyed the hopes and ambitions of some of the riders. Pat McQuaid then from Ireland hands over the rainbow jersey and the gold medal.
Mitglied des Direktionskomitees des Radsportverbandes UCI.